In the mid-'80s, two names were rising through the heavyweight ranks as the most ferocious punchers the sport had seen in years. Mike Tyson and Tommy Morrison.
Uppercut, and Morris is hurt! Laser is down!
One bad-intentioned hook, and the lights went out.
The Olympic trials, a big right hand!
But people still wanted the answer to the one question. Who hit harder between these two young monsters? Today, we will go all the way back to their primes and see what would happen if they had met in the ring. This is the Boxing Lab. Let's go. 10 days into being 20, Tommy Morrison was 2 fights deep and unbeaten. And Joe Adams was next in line at Oklahoma City, Morrison's home turf, where the crowd already knew what was coming. From the opening bell, Morrison's left hook was loaded and looking for a home. Adams found out the hard way that Morrison didn't need a warm-up round. Three fights, 3 first-round knockouts, and the Duke was just getting warmed up. Just 3 weeks later, Tyson was back in Atlantic City. This time, a veteran named Michael Johnson was the next man brave enough to stand across from the teenage sensation.
But hold on to your hats, nobody thinks it's going to go that far.
Tyson looked electric from the first bell.
Right to the heart.
Quickly want to point out,
I'm glad you pointed it out because down he goes, the left hook. Canvas.
23-pound weight advantage,
my goodness.
and he put it all there.
The right.
19-year-olds shouldn't be hitting with that power.
All over. Goodbye.
I hope he's not hurt because that was a brutal, wide-open punch.
He did not have his guard up, and Mike Tyson.
Just 5 days later, Morrison was back, and poor Elvin Evans walked straight into the biggest hype train in the Midwest.
As good as I've seen in the Midwest, if not the whole entire world.
Morrison unleashed his trademark thunder.
Tommy Morrison impresses the Detroit fan.
Evans joined Adams on the canvas, and Morrison's reputation as a first-round executioner was rapidly taking shape. Tyson was now fighting at a pace nobody could keep up with. His 10th fight in just 7 months. And Robert Collet, a man with 14 wins on his record, came running out of his corner like he actually wanted to be there.
Last fight. Already we can see Tyson giving away height this time.
That enthusiasm lasted about as long as you'd expect.
Away height. He's giving away weight as well, about 7 pounds to Collet. Tyson 5'10". Oh, a good 6'3". Left hook, good night.
Beating Tyson's fastest knockout from the last fight by 2 seconds.
They keep wheeling him out. He keeps knocking him over. Well, that has got to be one of the quickest. Tyson, a little...
1 week later, Morrison traveled to Great Falls, Montana to face Mike Foley, a fireman who had no business being in the same ring as the Duke. It took 8 seconds. Foley retired from boxing the next morning. 1 week. That's all the rest Tyson needed before he was back in the ring. This time against Sterling Benjamin, a man who'd just gone 7 rounds with Olympic gold medalist Tyrell Biggs.
Last fight, Atlantic City, bit of a come down now.
From the start, Benjamin tried to hide behind the jab, but it wouldn't last.
11th fight. 10 wins, 7 inside round 1. Did I say 7? Make that 8, perhaps, in fight number 11. The count is 5. And Sterling Benjamin just beats the count. On they go. Is he going to make the bell? Somehow, you know, I just can't kind of doubt it. There's only so much punishment anybody can take. That is the limit of
10 fights, 10 knockouts, and the world was taking notice.
He have a sledgehammer, man. You know, when I go down there and feel it, he ready hit hard. It's the hardest I ever been hit.
It is the hardest here.
The hardest of my whole career, man.
3 days later, Tyson's world was shattered. Cus D'Amato, the man who raised him, trained him, and turned a troubled kid from Brownsville into the most terrifying teenager in boxing, passed away. 2 weeks later, Morrison made his debut at the Felt Forum in New York, and the TV announcers warned viewers not to visit the fridge because Morrison's fights had a habit of ending before they got back.
It right from the start with Sam Rosen and Gil Clancy.
Football that he does.
From the start, Morrison came forward like a man who had something to prove.
We can hear that left.
Ali's got to use that jab and keep that. Stay off those ropes. Stay at us in 2 or 3 rounds.
Boy, left, right, he just hits with everything.
Good punch. Kid started boxing when he was about 10 years old. He's got almost.
Well, that's what Ali's trying to see if he can do tonight. Is
Ali, it would be a better idea for him to use that left jab and use that.
plowing in, coming after Ali.
For the first time in his career, Morrison was taken past the first round.
Morrison in the second round for the first 5-0 as a professional. 5 first round in his youth.
Ali's doing a pretty good job this round. Clean. He's throwing enough punches to keep Morrison at bay. Quite gingerly throwing a lot of jabs, and he's throwing a lot of punches and anywhere. Good left hook, yeah, coming up out of that bench.
Morrison hits with a right. And that
Off that stool with a lot of fire either.
it says it's scheduled to go 6. We're in the 3rd round now. From West
Good right hand by Ali.
For 3 rounds, Ali absorbed punishment like a human punching bag.
Because he just walked right into a good right hand. Good fighter should be going to the body a little bit more.
Both trying to work that hit. Good left.
But you got a lot to work with. He takes a good punch, and he's a real. It looks like he's a real good. He punches on the way in. Ali won't have a chance to cling to him. There it is. Come on, punch. That's it. That's what I'm talking about.
A delay. And Fred Yusi asks Ali, is he okay?
Then, Morrison decided playtime was over.
I don't know if I'd want to leave the stool, to tell you the truth.
A finisher. Yep. Good right uppercut.
Oh, that is to go. Fred Yusi, much to the chagrin of the audience here, letting it go. I think he's going to stop it now. Morrison.
6 fights in a month, and Tommy was only just getting started. 9 days later, Tyson channeled that pain into something violent, stepping into the ring in Houston against the Southern boxing champion Eddie Richardson, a 6' 6" fighter who towered over him by nearly a foot.
Contest to see how Richardson.
From the first second, Tyson fought like a man pouring every ounce of grief into his fists.
Cus D'Amato, of course, right hand by Tyson. As belief as we are.
Eddie Richardson said he was going to go after. Serious error in strategy right there.
The assault was relentless.
And 3/4 inch neck, which is approximately the size of actress Shelley Duvall's.
And you certainly see the punching power in
A fellow for whom everybody predicts a great future. If they can find some fights, then.
Mike sent Richardson to the shadow realm, then helped him up like he was his friend.
And now the knockout. A left hook, a la Frazier. And down goes Richardson. And you know he...
Morrison's next stop was Biloxi, Mississippi, and poor Lee Moore picked the worst night of his life to make his professional debut. Morrison's left hook broke Moore's nose in the opening round, and from there, it was just a matter of time. Moore would go on to fight Riddick Bowe 6 months later, but after what Morrison did to him, he was never the same. By December 1985, Tyson had only been a professional for 9 months, and he was already running out of men willing to fight him. Sammy Scaff, a tough Kentucky brawler with 13 knockouts of his own, stepped up to the Felt Forum in New York, wearing confidence he hadn't earned.
Pretend, but don't go away.
17 seconds in, Tyson shattered Scaff's nose with a single punch, and from that moment on, it was target practice.
Tyson already coming in, got in a short left hook. There's the big left hook, and that rocked Sammy Scaff early.
It sure did. He's a right hand. He's not over.
Look at the legs. Look at where the power comes from when he bends and gets his body into those punches.
You got to watch this one real close.
Blood coming from the nose of Sammy Scaff already. On the run. Blood just pouring down from the nose of Sammy Scaff.
Tyson does not throw wild punches, Sam. That's
big left hook. And there is Scaff.
Scaff went down. The referee waved it off, and Tyson walked away wearing the black trunks that would become his signature for the very first time. By late March, Morrison was back in Kansas, and this time he brought a new nickname with him. For the first time, the ring announcer introduced him as Tommy the Duke Morrison, and Alan Jameson was about to find out what that name meant. Eight fights in less than 3 months, and he wasn't slowing down. 2 days after Christmas 1985, while the rest of the world was still digesting turkey, Tyson was back at the Latham Coliseum for his 15th fight in just 10 months. And Mark Young actually came out swinging like he believed he had a chance.
Probably miss a Mike Tyson fight.
He's a young, strong guy. He jumps right on his opponents, and
Young threw everything he had in those opening seconds.
Because this guy's been a little wild, he's gonna get caught with something. That jab pushed him back. Oh, this guy is like a ball of granite.
Awesome, it is absolutely awesome. Just sit back.
Everyone in the arena knew Young was running into trouble.
A low right from Young.
15 fights, 15 knockouts, and 1985 wasn't even Tyson's final form. Now Morrison was ready for a real test. Lorenzo Boyd had shared the ring with Mike Tyson, Tyrell Biggs, and Trevor Berbick, the kind of opponent who separates prospects from pretenders.
Mike Tyson, acknowledged to be the best.
But the Duke didn't care.
By John Brown to see Tommy box and possibly Tommy's career both in and out of the ring. Superstar.
The same man Tyson destroyed, Morrison had just done the same thing. The comparisons weren't going away. 1986 started exactly the way 1985 ended, with another body on the canvas. David Jocko was a man who'd beaten an undefeated Razor Ruddock and shared the ring with future champions, and he took the fight for $5,000 because he needed the money to save his family. From the opening bell, Tyson swarmed Jocko from every angle. 3 knockdowns in under 2.5 minutes, Jacko took his $5,000, and that was that. Morrison had just signed with Bill Caton, the same man who managed Mike Tyson, and his first fight under the new deal was televised on Wide World of Sports. Undefeated Mike McGrady was the opponent, a truck driver by day who was about to get run over.
First round, Boyd, it should be pointed out, for what it's worth,
It didn't last long.
gone against Morrison has been the 4th round.
Whoa, there he goes.
And this, and early.
Irish McGrady got up and looked at the wrong corner for advice. Stay down.
Well, McGrady has not fought in over a year. He is and appears to be headed for an early departure.
He doesn't have to worry about defense here. McGrady is purely on the survival course here.
Combination to...
And also we have the standing 8 so that any combination thereof, and he's gone. There he is, gone. That's the first round. 3 knockouts is all there is.
By now, the Morrison hype train had left the station.
There's a great need for someone that, with the explosive punching power that Mike possesses, to bring back some of that excitement that's been missing in the division for a long, long time.
The hype around teenage Tyson was building across the boxing world. His next victim was Mike Jamison, a crafty veteran with 17 wins, who fancied himself tough enough to go the distance with the teenage destroyer.
Verge of becoming a world-class man. Don't blink. This is round number 1.
Set the pace right from the word go.
Finisher, he's established that early.
As usual, Tyson went in to punish from the start.
A 4th round KO of 7 months.
Yeah, Ken, he has a long road ahead of him. He is a young... Jamison is doing what I think he has to do, and that's keep on the move for those wicked punches he throws. He's connecting very well, though, with some good body shots, hard body shots. Jamison's hands seem to be dropping rather fast, though.
Just 13 days ago. And he had a first-round knockout of Dave Jacko. His next fight. This is the first round. He's trying to finish off Mike.
A good left hook to the body. That's a very good sign that this young fighter is learning with the body.
Jamison now, within 15 seconds of surviving in the black trunks. Figures to be the next heavyweight champion of the world.
Tyson.
He's after him, and that's the end.
Jamison managed to survive, but Tyson didn't stop coming.
Keep this little guy off you.
Here comes Tyson. Jamison battling back right up.
Are wondering now what happens when this young kid that can punch so hard hits. Experience will tell. Everybody's yet to
Los Angeles.
Jamison has suffered a cut will affect his vision. I think it was opened with some of those nice uppercuts that Tyson's been throwing when he gets close to him.
1/4 inches. Tyson the strong left to Jamison in round number 2. It has.
Good right hand line. 90% of the time it did hurt him.
The left, the right to the side. Mike Jamison comes out swinging against Mike Tyson. Very, very dedicated. Hit below the belt.
Yeah, a little bit.
Here in the first month of 1986. They're hungry for a new...
The effects of those big punches, such as that good right hand.
Tyson turned it up a level at the start of round 4.
You learn all these little tricks.
Mike Tyson takes 2 steps forward. Let's go with a couple of lefts. Now a right, a left. He's got him down. Mike Tyson.
5 and 6 punches. But Mike Tyson does it.
Here he is again. 19. Trying to extend his record to 17-0.
And he's going about it the right way.
Here he comes. Tyson, who wants to be a finisher like Ray Leonard. For young Mike Tyson.
He's just one tough customer.
The last half minute of the 4th round before he was KO'd. And this is live action in round 5. Mike Jamison, the 31-year-old cover boy, trying to end it here in round number 5.
Jamison is doing at this point what I think he should have been doing from the first. He just took a right hand.
He's down.
Jamison was down again, and Joe Cortez had seen enough. A month later, Morrison was back at Trump Plaza against Ricky Nelson, a man bold enough to stick his tongue out at the Duke in the middle of the 2nd round.
Boxing. He persuaded Gary Selesner and Bernie Dillon, his longtime friends at Trump Plaza.
Business stays in boxing.
That confidence didn't last long.
Recognizing the unique attraction of Caton recommended the tie-in to the Trump Plaza people, and this is highlighting boxing's newest attraction, Tommy the Duke.
Nelson's corner threw in the towel. 11 fights, 11 wins, and Morrison hadn't even reached the summer yet. By February 1986, Tyson was no longer a secret. He was on the cover of Ring magazine, and this was his first fight on national television. Jesse Ferguson was no pushover either. 14 wins, 10 knockouts, a man who'd outpointed Buster Douglas and knocked out Reggie Gross. This was the first real test of whether the hype was real.
And it has been kind to Mike Tyson. Here we go. He is...
From the opening bell, Ferguson proved he was different from the journeyman Tyson had been destroying.
Longer than have some of Tyson's 12 first-round knockout victims. But now, Tyson got an uppercut through...
One of the things that makes Tyson so special, he threw a tremendous left hook, missed with it, and didn't go off balance. Always in position to punch.
Ferguson landed one good left. We'll be back. In Troy, New York, Jesse Ferguson stepping out of his corner in the red.
Now we're told that it's Tyson getting through the guard.
Not be an inadvisable strategy. Tyson only
him with an opponent that just grabbed him and looked to survive, and he really didn't keep his concentration.
Against Mike Tyson. And Jesse Ferguson. Good right.
Event.
Round after round, the boogeyman absorbed vicious combinations that would have crumbled lesser men.
No one in the arena believed before this began that it would go to a decision. You mentioned, of course, the relationship to Patterson, both Miller, but there is really no direct comparison in style between the two fighters. In control. It's two fighters, one named Don Halpin, another...
By the fourth round, Tyson had seen enough of this survival act.
Heavyweight fight between Mike Tyson and Jesse Ferguson. Tyson. Immediately following the bell, Mike Tyson delivered.
It's difficult to judge the motivation of a fighter, but...
Then in the fifth, Iron Mike unleashed absolute hell.
I think he respects Ferguson. And he's just...
A TKO defeat, not a decision. Was in trouble in both the first and 10th rounds, and now he's in trouble here. Blood coming out from the nose, put him down. 6, 7, 8, up at 9.
I think that uppercut broke Ferguson's nose, Jim. He is in desperate trouble. He will not last much longer. Rivera almost stopped it there. Mike Tyson's known as a great finisher. Let's see how he does with Ferguson.
Ferguson gamely hanging in, having trouble covering up. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Time as a professional Tyson's ever been in this round.
He's going to have to get in there and force him apart.
Another left.
Oh.
Can't say I blame him.
The only thing Rivera could do is what he just did. Give him a warning. Maintain a little bit of distance so that he's going to take a point. He's disqualifying him. He disqualified Jesse Ferguson.
Tyson had just passed his biggest test yet, and the whole country watched it happen. By August, Morrison had made Atlantic City his second home, and Mike Robinson was the next man to walk into the buzzsaw at Bally's Park Place.
Saw him put the land shark.
Revealing that he wouldn't remember his biggest highlight here.
From the opening bell, Morrison stalked Robinson like a predator hunting wounded prey.
You can see Morrison time his last 2 fights.
Caton saw a videotape as a courtesy to a friend of Tyson and took him over.
Heavy-handed puncher, Morrison. Good body shot, practically double.
Make you so wary as a fighter when someone with the power of Morrison is bearing in on you.
There was the left hook, and it hurt Robinson, who doubles up. Morrison wisely goes back to the body. Robinson just trying to get out of trouble and get through the round.
Then came the body shot that would become one of Morrison's signature weapons.
Left hook and leans over and gets maximum power into that.
Punishing body shots by Morrison, just doing a great job of the body, and Robinson goes down. Robinson has 10 seconds left. It won't take much more. Big right hand, and Robinson is in trouble again. Robinson's blood from the nose of Robinson now. Robinson just trying to get out of the way. Takes an uppercut. Smoger will step in just a moment here. This isn't going to go.
But if all you can do is move back into the path of shots, very dangerous.
That's exactly what Morrison is doing here. Bad intention, he said. Big right hand. Once again, Robinson in trouble. Go to school off.
Robinson showed that he came here for a reason, at least.
Huge body shot, and down goes Robinson.
Robinson's corner had seen enough by the second round. The Duke was relentless. By March 1986, Tyson was 19 fights deep with 19 knockouts. A perfect record that was becoming harder to believe with every fight. Steve Zuski was a tough veteran from Massachusetts who'd never been knocked off his feet in 34 professional fights.
And round number 1 is underway.
From the start, Tyson turned Zuski into his personal punching bag.
Disgusted that Zalski looked ready to fall. What a body shot with the left hand. His jab is just an awesome weapon, but his beat him on a 10-round decision and hit him with his best shots and couldn't take him off his feet. Mike Perkins, Benny Canosi, but he's never been in there. There's no question Tyson can punch. And his stamina, I think that was tested against Jesse Ferguson back in... Tyson, the veteran Arthur Marquette. Solid right hand to stand there and just to get in the center of this 18-foot ring and keep moving. Zalski with a solid right hand off the head of Tyson.
Zuski tried to scrap it out.
I'd say right now has as good a chin as any heavyweight in the division now. And survived the first round, although it's not over. And we're heading to the bell. The round card girl is still stepping down. Tyson comes out just about the same as their first fight, with Foreman winning on a TKO. Zalski doing what he can to Tyson moves in and smacks it. That time was a short left hook to the head. Today he weighed in at 220.5 pounds, 210. Standing directly in front of Zalski.
Mike wanted to be the first man to put Zuski down.
Doing an admirable job throwing back, catches Tyson with 2 right hands coming in and a left hook. A solid combination by Tyson, who rarely opens up with a solid combination of about 6 blows. Zalski, and it looks like Zalski will get through another one. Still New York. He took on rated contender Jesse Ferguson. Converted southpaws, Jerry Cooney included. Many of those Tyson is not one of them. Tyson just bodied by Mike Tyson, who looks to be just getting some real heavy live sparring in there. Got Zalski in big trouble against the rope, but Tyson lays back because Tyson is an outstanding finisher. You risk getting head-butted or maybe taking a thumb in the eye. Except not tonight, take a thumb in his glove. There's a solid right up at Tyson's head. With about 20 seconds to go, and there is a solid shot.
Tyson called it his worst performance ever, which tells you everything you need to know about the standard this kid was holding himself to at 19. 2 weeks later, Morrison was back at the Showboat Casino in Atlantic City against Jesse Shelby, his 15th fight in just 9 months.
And a dangerous situation to be in, self-managed.
Bouts beginning at the age of 13 when he conned his way into a fight with a strange manager, and Morrison working over his man on the ropes here and getting the best of it.
From the opening bell, Morrison came forward like a freight train with bad intentions.
Not throwing much here. Morrison working to the body, then trying to go upstairs as he does here. His last outing, he worked effectively to the body.
Shelby tried to box and move, but you can't outrun a hurricane when it's hunting you down.
Fought a southpaw as a professional. He did as an amateur. Incidentally, as an amateur, he lost in the Olympic trials. A big right hand followed up on the left by Morrison, and Shelby is in a seated position and may not make it up.
Somewhere in America, a man named Frank Stallone was watching on ESPN and picking up the phone to call his brother. In June 1986, Tyson stepped into Madison Square Garden for the first time, the mecca of boxing. Across from him stood Reggie Gross, a dangerous puncher from Baltimore who'd knocked out a future world champion and had absolutely no fear of the young destroyer. Gross came out swinging with everything he had. Then, when Gross paused for a split second, Tyson made him pay. Madison Square Garden had officially met the future of heavyweight boxing. In September, Morrison headed to Harrah's Lake Tahoe to face Rick Innes, a man who had committed the ultimate sin against the Morrison family. Innes had publicly humiliated Tommy's older brother Tim in the ring, and now the Duke was here to collect the debt.
If you will, with the Denver Broncos, the National Football League. Now a fighter in his...
Morrison entered the ring with murder in his eyes.
Right hand, which I think would be a good hold. He's hurt already by the hook.
Down goes Innes.
The Duke was sending a message to anyone who dared disrespect his bloodline.
Well, I didn't even have a chance to say it when we spoke with Rick Innes this morning. He said, I got to stay away from that left hook.
And he immediately got...
Morrison turned Innes's mouth into a crime scene, leaving his opponent needing a dentist more than a doctor.
Legs back under it now, but he was really rocked with the left hook. There's an uppercut, and that's probably going to be it. 6. And Mills Lane will let it go.
One more knockout and it's over. That's it.
Justice had been served. Nobody puts hands on a Morrison without paying the ultimate price. For Tyson, the knockouts just kept coming. William Hosea stepped up next, and he actually started this one better than anyone expected.
Have gone the full 10-round trip. So, is this going to follow suit? Mark you, Reggie Gross only lasted one.
Hosea actually caught Tyson clean with a left hook early on, and Tyson didn't even blink.
Tyson's 23rd professional fight, 22 unbeaten streak. And Hosea, well... Oh, no, that was just a slip. James Tillis was the first man to take him the distance, and Blood Green at Madison Square Garden was the second in the next fight. But Tyson answered any questions about the stamina. The first 3 minutes, and he's adding the jab maybe to his armory now. We didn't see that punch finisher.
Then, Tyson went to work on rounding off his teenage years in style.
Good right uppercut, and once again, the legs twitch. Hosea in trouble. And down.
2 weeks later, David Jacko picked up the phone on 24 hours' notice. The same David Jacko who'd fought Mike Tyson, George Foreman, Buster Douglas, Tony Tucker, and just about every other heavyweight with a pulse. If there was a ring and a payday, Jacko was in it.
Losses, but of his 21 wins, 18 of them have been by knockouts, so you know that he's got some power.
Yeah, and
But even the busiest man in boxing couldn't survive Morrison's left hook.
On the pool this morning, I think,
yeah,
wasn't he?
and it doesn't look like he's been in real hard training for Morrison. He's a lefty, and now have to face a right-hander.
There's a left hand. Jacko's down and probably out. What a huge shot.
Tyson knocked him out. Foreman knocked him out. But none of them did what Morrison just did. Please let me know who you thought hit harder out of these two, and leave a like if you enjoyed the video.